It's good to be here this evening with you. And first of all, I want to acknowledge Treaty 4 territory. It's good to be back home here. It's good to be a part of a beautiful celebration. It feels really good for us to be able to gather again. And I, like many of you, are feeling the fatigue of COVID and tired of being locked up at home and watching Netflix series all the time. As much as we enjoy all the series that are on right now, it's good to come out and be able to gather. So many people to acknowledge. I want to acknowledge all the leadership, our own leadership that are here. I see Chief Brady Owach there, Chief Evan Tapatat, Chief Evan Bray, another one of our chiefs, not First Nations, but the police chief. I think he's going to say the prayer over the food tonight, so I told him he better say a good prayer for us. But it's good to be here. The MPs that are present, Andrew, I don't know where, there's a couple more that are here. The MLAs, of course, Doc, no stranger. Doc is an honorary Pratt. So wherever there's a bunch of Pratts, there's Doc usually is somewhere lingering around in the corner somewhere. So it's good to see him tonight, well as all my family. I never get to see you so much. I think I didn't see half of you at Christmas time. So it's good that we got together here at Chinese New Year. But it's good to be here with all of you tonight. I want to bring greetings on behalf of the FSIN. I want to thank Nelson and for the people that organize this event annually and for the good work that they do to raise funds for our hospitals and for some of the funds that are desperately needed for the healthcare system. And I want to acknowledge him for the good work that he's doing. I also want to acknowledge the rich history of China. China has a rich history. And I often talk to people, and I sit with Dr. Jamie Ying sometimes, and we talk about the history of China, and sometimes he's amazed that this little res boy from Muscatine knows so much about Chinese history. But I talk about the empires and the dynasties, and you know that they've had a long history and a great history that they can be proud of. And I really believe that our future is so important to be interconnected with China, the People's Republic of China. They are on track to be the next superpower. They are probably the #1 economic power already in the world, surpassing that of the United States. And I want to acknowledge that the importance of that relationship for us to be able to build upon that, especially as First Nations people. We can relate to their history and some of the not so good things, and it's okay to talk about and remember the not so good things that happened in our history, particularly for the people of China, the head tax that the Canadian government had at one time, the Chinese rail workers that built the CPR. I believe it was one Chinese worker for every kilometer of the CPR perished to build that railroad to connect the country together from east to west. So we have to acknowledge those things. But I also want to acknowledge the rich, vibrant history and how the Chinese people have flourished in spite of all of that. And here, Nelson has flourished his business, and the Chinese community is such a big, vitally important part. You go to any one of our cities in Canada, there's a Chinatown. You go to Vancouver, you go anywhere, there's a place where the people of China gather collectively and work together. And First Nations, we're wanting to do business with China. We want to sell you our soy and our canola, and we want to do business with you. We want to travel there. Nelson, as soon as it opens up and the country opens up, we want to take a delegation of chiefs to China to do business because we believe the future belongs with China, and we want to be on the front door working with you as in partnership to create wealth and prosperity for all of our people. So on behalf of Chief Bobby Cameron, who could not be here, I want to bring greetings on behalf of him, our executive members, Vice Chief Dutch Lara, Vice Chief Heather Bear, Vice Chief Ali Bear. I got to remember we've got 2 bears now on the executive. We get one more, we'll have 3 bears. So we're going to bring greetings on their behalf tonight. All of our institutions, our 74 strong, thriving, prosperous First Nations, and of course our elders, our senators, and all of our veterans. So on behalf of our executive, we wish you a very happy new year. And I believe it's Gong He Fat Choi. Thank you.